Hi, I'm Dr. Duffy again, and this is Sophie. I want to share with you what my students have told me about mistakes people make when they're making sexual advances. You know, I have a love hate relationship with the GPS device in my car. I'm not even sure I trust it. Um, I hate being directed. Who likes being told what to do? On the other hand, ignoring it has gotten me lost on a number of occasions. So I skeptically listen to its monotone, emotionless directions, feeling somehow like I shouldn't need it. Now, I want you to think of me today as that know it all GPS, that it might be dangerous to completely ignore. Pay attention to the content of what I say and try to ignore the delivery of it. The content comes from multiple sources actually, because I'm really nowhere to find it all. Okay, so when you're the person making a sexual advance, if you're the suitor, boy or girl, you don't touch someone without their consent. It doesn't matter if one or both of you are drunk, what their appearance is, or how friendly they've been. If you want to kiss someone, tell them you would like to and see what they say. You don't go touching someone to see if they like it. That's not the way to go about doing it. It may seem stupid, but ask them. They might even appreciate your being considerate. If you hear no, listen to it the first time. You also need to understand that they may try to soften the rebuff by making a joke. They aren't joking. They're not interested. And you're about to be publicly shamed if you persist. They've clearly not said yes. Without a clear yes, the light is always red. You know, when you're making a pass, you might be a little nervous about it, and you might be preoccupied with what you're saying, and that makes it really hard to pick up on what the other person is experiencing, what they're showing you right in front of them. And you know, if you didn't think that they might be interested, you wouldn't have made the pass. So you sort of have some confidence that there's some positivity going on, and that may make you overlook important things. As a suitor, you need to understand that the object of your advances may be reluctant to say no because of several different things: repercussions, doubts about whether they might have misread your behavior, self doubt about how they came across, simply not wanting to reject anyone, and their fear of you. And maybe it's hard for you to imagine that somebody could be afraid of you because you don't see yourself as being particularly intimidating, but you don't know about the past of the person that you're talking to, maybe. So you may overlook the physical signs of their distress. When they become distressed, they may have sweaty hands or foreheads. Their hands may be slightly shaky or colder. Their fists may be closed. They may fiddle with their hands. You may see their face or their neck flush, and the blood vessels in their neck seem to be beating prominently and quickly. They may be breathing faster, like they can't quite catch their breath. When they talk, they may have more trouble getting the words out because they're choked up in their throat, and they're trying to be careful with their words and can't seem to think straight. This is not evidence they are in awe of your charm. They're on their way to being panicked. When they become distressed, you may see signs like closing up. Their signs are closing up. Their facial muscles may tighten, making their facial expressions look cold and constricted. They may wrap their coat tightly, pull their arms closer in towards their body, and possibly cross them. They may inch away from you to create more distance. They may lean back on their chair away from you. They may try to cover their lap and pull their legs in tighter. Their speech may become more constricted, and their words are fewer, more measured and careful. You may notice they can't look at you directly, or they're looking past you for help or at the clock. Their closing up may progress to closing down as they feel paralyzed, little, immobilized, and their brain seems to freeze like a deer in the headlights. It's hard to see these things when you're busy making the pass, when you're thinking about, how you're saying it, how you're coming across. Please do not take their inability to object as consent. This statement is especially true if they're intoxicated and their ability to understand and respond by objecting is further limited. Drunk people are unable to give consent. You wouldn't, as a doctor, give somebody a pill when they're drunk and try to explain how it worked. They're not going to understand you. This is the same kind of thing. No informed consent. Their distress could also be showing up as looking uncomfortably restless and suddenly announcing they have to go to the bathroom. Let them go. Take the opportunity to exit inconspicuously in another direction. It may seem to guys in particular that it's typical male behavior to pursue all attractive women on the off chance someone will say yes. College women tell us that those guys would eventually have more and better chances by being gentlemen. Thank you.